Hey, welcome back to the best beverage. And I love starting with that, hey, grabs your attention, brings you in. So you can hit that like and subscribe. I'm going to get that one right off the bat. Like and subscribe to the best beverage. This one's going to be a little different because I have something to set me off. I mean, I hate to quote Peter Griffin from Family Guy, but something really is grinding my gears lately. And we're talking, well, let's start. The best beverage I have in my glass right now is a Cosmopolitan. It's a pink cocktail. It's not a girly drink. It's not a drink aimed at women. It's a cocktail. It just happens to be pink. Also really enjoy Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. That is 133 proof. That is not a manly drink. That's straight bourbon whiskey. It is higher on the proof side. Let's look at the Whispering Angel. And this is one of the inspirations behind this episode. A rosé winemaker who will not be named was talking, and he makes rosé, which is kind of amusing to me that he was playing gender politics with spirits. That, yes, you can introduce men to rosé, but you want something a little more bold and with body. Now, this winemaker is of a certain age, and I think that's a callback to Madison Avenue and how to market and manipulate people into drinking what you want them to drink by what you think they should. Because I know plenty of women who love beer. I know plenty of guys, including me, who really enjoyed this wonderful Pivot hard cider. It's got ginger in it. It's so good. It's bright. But not one of these has any set of, I'm not going to get monetized. What do I care? None of this has genitalia. Nowhere in any of these alcohols or spirits is there any kind of male or female designation except for what we have put on it, i.e. people who want to control what we think and drink. Madison Avenue, I'm sure, has a lot to do with it. It's marketing. It's also historic bias, which is amusing because pink used to be the color for boys back in, 1800s? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's relatively new that pink is a girl. And the Cosmopolitan is a wonderful, complex cocktail. Really enjoy it. It just happened to have Sex and the City liked it. Next thing you know, it's a girly drink, which is just, there is no such thing as a girly drink. There's no such thing as a manly drink. Men drink rosé. I really enjoy rosé. We did a whole episode on it.
It's 90-some degrees today.
It's
a perfect rosé day.
Perfect day for rosé. These, if you want to categorize them, complexity, sweetness, bitterness, simplicity, where are you at on your tasting journey? Not your genitalia. Has nothing to do if you're going to enjoy any of these beverages. To categorize these spirits this way is insulting to these spirits by trying to put them into boxes they don't really belong. Ginger adds this nice complexity and bite to it. This is harsh. One of my favorite memes that I share every time it comes up in my Facebook post is a guy walks into a bar, and I love it, it's a female bartender, and he says, "Give me your girliest drink." And she pours him a shot, and he's, "Oh, this is straight whiskey." She looks at him and says, "Well, pull up your panties and drink like a woman." Let's be honest. I know several women who could outdrink me under the table easily, and this would be mouthwash.
That's 130?
It's 132, and they would not blink. We all know the proof hound that is Sarah from It's Bourbon Night. She's a proof hound. She would enjoy this. But at the same time, she also likes a good bottle of wine, likes a beer. Mm-hmm. But it has nothing to do with her gender. It just has to do with her taste. And it also insults the drinker, because the drinker should drink the best beverage that they enjoy, not based on what came out when they were born. It's just silly and ridiculous, and we just need to get rid of this dumb stereotype, embrace spirits for what they are, wonderful complex beverages, and just there's too much gender politics right now anyway. The last area we need it is, something we all enjoy, and let's not limit it and not limit it ourselves. So personally, I'm going to enjoy Cosmopolitan because I think it's a nice, fine drink. It's a soured beverage because it has lemon juice in it. I like the tartness of the cranberry, the citron from the citron vodka. Although I just added lemon juice in it because we don't have citron vodka. But I use Castle and Key vodka and it's quite nice. Even if I have later tonight when I want to have a nightcap, this would put me right to bed. We've had it. But drink what you want to drink. Preconceived notions out the window. Let's get rid of them. Let's describe them on their benefits and what we enjoy about them, not on assigning them genitalia. It's just stupid and silly.
And we need to point out that don't be ashamed of it either, because for an example, unfortunately there are still some bartenders and servers who assume.
Well, just like our winemaker who assumes a man's going to want a thicker, more full-bodied rosé. That's nonsense. No, don't eat. A great bartender here in town who's a good friend one time tried to shame me for mixing at the time it wasn't as expensive, but it was still probably not the best bourbon to mix with. And finally I looked at this bartender and said, well, did my credit card bounce? And he looked at me and said, no. And I said, well, pour me my blank drink and get out of my face. He thought that was hilarious. We've been friends ever since, but it's just that kind. So stand up for yourself. Drink what you want. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit your alcohol. Don't limit your experience. Be open to new things. Keep gender politics out of spirits. There. Feel a little bit better. A couple weeks we are going to finally do the Country Boy versus the Big Three light beers. It'll be nice and warm for it. It'll be perfect. But I'm going to enjoy my Cosmo. It's quite nice. Maybe later. Well, I know we're going to crack open the Whispering Angel to have with dinner. And probably, no, I'm not going to have that for a nightcap. That'd be a lot to have in a day. But cheers. Enjoy the best beverage, whatever you like, no matter how you were born or however you want to be. Cheers.